Well, there's some pretty big changes coming to how HBO and Max run things, and with that, you have to wonder if there's a future for Young Justice in this new plan. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about this new approach for HBO Originals and the Max streaming service, and how this could actually be a good thing for our favorite cartoon series. Now, before we do that though, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and ring that bell for all the updates. We do daily Marvel and DC videos, and we want to be your place for all the superhero news, but we're going to bring it to you truthfully and transparently, so you are in the know. Well, as many of you know, we just crossed the 2-year mark, waiting for the return of Young Justice. The show itself had a lot of life on different platforms, seeing Season 1 and 2 stream on Cartoon Network, Season 3 show up on the DC Universe streaming platform, and then eventually Season 4 showing up on Max. Now, the show did really well, and was very well received by fans, and its numbers, well, they were pretty good too. Many people are wondering where's the next season, and this is the holding pattern we've been in for a pretty long time. Now, there's been a lot going on at Warner Brothers, and over this time period, they were actually bought out by Discovery, saw a full change in management, and even the forming of DC Studios. And in that time frame, we've never got a definitive answer on the future of Young Justice. Now, this is where it gets a little interesting, because we got some new news via Variety on what Warner Brothers is doing with their various platforms. Now, apparently, shows like Lanterns or Welcome to Derry or the upcoming Harry Potter show, the real big budget stuff that was headed to Max, are now going to become HBO Originals. So moving down the road, HBO is going to feature all the high budget programs that were sometimes finding their way over to Max. Now, on the Max platform, they're going to feature originals that fall in line with very traditional broadcast standards and costs, meaning budgets that are very atypical for shows that come to regular television. And this is where this could be a good thing for another season of Young Justice. Quite honestly, a lot of the live action shows that are going to be coming from James Gunn, and even the animation, is very likely to find its way over to the primary HBO channel. We know Penguin's coming to Max, but a lot of these other big budget shows, and we already know Lanterns is going to be one of them, are going to be on the primary platform. And this creates some more differential between James Gunn's universe and the various other Elseworlds projects he said could happen. And this is where Young Justice could fit into the mix. It would make a lot of sense for Young Justice to show up over on the Max streaming platform. That's where Season 4 was. The budget for the show was, well, rather low. We've read online in a couple of places the whole season costs about $12 million to make. And when you think about that, that's less than a single episode of many live action shows, particularly the higher budget ones, and the return and views on Young Justice Season 4 were much better than a lot of those programs, so it might be very enticing to the Max platform. Now, we still don't have any kind of official announcements on a 5th season of Young Justice. I'm really hopeful Comic-Con will be the spot this actually happens. I'm unsure if Greg Weisman is even showing up at this year's SDCC. I know he's going to be at Convergence in the next couple of weeks, and although I doubt we get a Season 5 announcement at Convergence, it is Greg's favorite conference, and I would love for Warner Brothers to allow him to drop such a huge announcement at such a small event, because those guys at Convergence have stood beside Greg for decades, and they really deserve the boon. If this actually happens, we're going to have to wait and see.